Let me guess, you've spent hours on one animation, days, even weeks on a project. You keep replaying your edits until 2 AM and pouring your soul out onto a project. And yet, even after you put all of that dedication into your work, no one's hiring you. Well, let me be honest with you. The reason that you're going through all of that is because no one has told you the harsh truth about video editing. So I'm going to explain it to you in today's video. Hi, I'm Henry, and I'm a 21-year-old content agency owner from the UK. This year, I have done 15K a month consistently. But just last year, I was in the exact same position that you watching this video right now probably are. I was great in Premiere, I was great at editing, but I was awful at signing clients. I sent crappy outreach, I didn't know how to source clients, and I was struggling to make more than £700 a month from my editing. Until I shifted my entire approach. I started to focus on outreach, I started to focus on lead sourcing, and I started to focus on the business side of editing. I was then able to scale all the way from $3,000 a month all the way up to 10K a month in under 6 months. And now in 2025, I've generated almost $200,000 from content alone. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the 3 strategic focus shifts that you need to make as a video editor if you want to stop chasing these low-paying jobs and get clients on demand. So the first focus shift that you need to make as an editor is becoming a strategist, not just an artist. See, most video editors think their entire identity is just based around making cool animations and making cool edits. Sick transitions, crazy sound design, cool masking, zooms. They think that is their entire identity as an editor. But here's the reality check that most people never hear. Although that stuff is helpful, no business ever wakes up and goes, we need fancier edits, we need cool masking, we need more zooms. Businesses don't pay for cool edits. They pay for attention, they pay for revenue, and they pay for growth, and that is it. No CEO or coach or consultant wakes up and goes, man, I hope the video has cool slow motion and cool masking in it today. They just care about the results after the video is posted. They wake up thinking, I need more customers, I need content that builds trust, I need somebody to help me stand out in a crowded feed. This is what coaches and consultants and business owners are thinking. They're not thinking about the production. If your outreach, your portfolio, and just your entire identity as an editor is built off delivering cool videos or delivering pretty videos, you're not going to appeal to that audience of coaches, consultants, and business owners. You'll bleed into the 9,000 other video editors that are DMing people every single day, and you won't stand out at all. And here's the painful truth. Editors that don't understand business don't get clients, or the clients they do get disappear after 2 months because they never got any results. What changed for me was nothing to do with my skill set. In the past year, I haven't got any better at Premiere Pro or After Effects or Photoshop or any of that stuff. What changed was where I shifted my attention, and more importantly, how I positioned myself as a video editor. I stopped thinking like, how does this edit look? Does this edit look cool? And I started thinking like, how does this edit convert? How does this increase retention? How does this get my client more money? And that's when I stopped being seen as an expense and I started being seen as a tool for growth. When you speak in business outcomes and not just like editor jargon, you become an asset to the company because you drive growth and you drive sales. So you need to shift your thinking from I edit cool videos or I make cool animations to like I help businesses get more clients. I create content that drives revenue, or just I'm the person that turns trust and content into actual revenue. And that is how you turn into a business asset and stop just being an expense for content creators. And that is probably the most important lesson that I'm going to teach you in today's video. But regardless, let's move on to the second focus shift that you need to make as an editor. And the second focus shift that you need to make is waiting for the perfect portfolio to start reaching out. Listen, being a perfectionist is the quickest way to staying broke. I used to spend weeks polishing one reel. I used to spend weeks working on my VSL, thinking about how my website is going to look, and in reality it made no difference whatsoever. I don't even have a website at the moment, and last week I was able to sign a 23 million subscriber channel as one of my clients. I used to use I'm working on my portfolio, I'm building a website as an excuse to not actually do the hard, grueling work that was going to get me results. You don't need this like crazy Hollywood style montage to get hired as a video editor. You just need proof that you can deliver value. That's it. My favorite portfolio to see on an editor these days is not one that's hosted on an external website. It is literally a portfolio that is built out of their Twitter. Or even a Google Drive with 5 solid edits would do just fine. A 30-second testimonial video from one of your previous clients would do just fine. Stop getting so stuck up on these simple tasks like building a portfolio or having a website, because in reality, they make no difference to whether you sign clients or not. Most of my clients don't even ask to see my portfolio. They might ask to see a couple videos that I've worked on, but once they've seen it, they're happy. And it's nothing to do with the animations on your website or how many videos you have on your portfolio. Your portfolio is just a tool to show off your work. So whether you have your videos posted on a Twitter account, on an Instagram page, or put in a Google Drive makes no difference. You should never spend more than like 45 minutes building out your portfolio, ever, because it will make zero difference. Realistically, coaches, consultants, and business owners are going to be asking questions like, can you help me post consistently? Can you help me build my audience? Can you help me get more conversions to my low ticket course, or whatever it is? They're not going to be asking, can you mask out this character and add a vignette and do a zoom here? Because they don't really care about that. What they care about is results. So stop focusing on aspects of your business that don't scream, I deliver results. The fastest way for you to get clients is just to start outreaching. And if you're still stuck up on a portfolio that you've been building for a week and a half, then you're not going to get to outreaching and you're not going to get to signing clients. Stop waiting until you're ready. Stop trying to perfect every aspect of the editing business and just get to work and do the tasks that actually move the wheel. You could have the worst website, you could have mediocre editing, but if you spend all of your time focusing on the one key thing that matters, which is outreach, you are going to beat the video editor that spent 2 weeks on his portfolio, spent 2 weeks making a show reel, and then like wasted tons of time in between that. If you just make those things quickly and get started on outreach, you are going to beat every single editor, because action beats inaction every single time. Every DM, every call, every email compounds over time, and suddenly you have tons of experience in sending DMs, you have tons of experience in taking sales calls, and you are a 10 times better editor than the person that spent months perfecting their portfolio, simply because you've spent time actually doing it. You've spent time actually implementing the outreach strategies instead of just trying to perfect these small little bits of your business. Now, trap number 3 is probably the most damaging one to editors, and it is sitting down and simply thinking, I am just a video editor. This one right here is the mindset that can kill everything. When you think that you are simply just a pair of hands pressing buttons and adding text pop-ups and transitions, you are going to be severely underpaid forever. You're always going to be chasing clients instead of choosing clients. You're always going to be competing on price and not really focusing on the value that you deliver. But the moment that you realize that you're not just cutting clips and that you're actually crafting narratives, you're shaping perspectives, and you are literally generating conversions, when you shift your mindset to think that that is the product you're delivering, you won't have any concern charging more. You won't have any concern with the service you're delivering, because you are confident in what you do. Lack of confidence is so dangerous to video editors, because so many of us, and me included at times in my career, just think, oh, I'm just a video editor, I just make cool videos. And that mindset is dangerous. The editors who win aren't the ones with the most effects. They are the ones that know how to use those effects to tell a story, explain things to the viewer, increase retention, and deliver the desired outcome for the client. Creating fancy edits is great, but if they're not explaining what's happening in the video to the viewer, or they're just completely pointless in nature, then you are simply wasting your time and you're not going to get many results. You become a dangerous editor when you understand why content works. When you start to understand the psychology behind the back end of the videos, why am I making this video? Why is this video being produced? How is this video going to create conversions for my client? When you start to think about that stuff, you become a killer editor, because you're not just an editor anymore. You're effectively an ad agency. YouTube is such a powerful tool for anybody online that's selling a digital product or selling a course or any of these things. Even me. These YouTube videos are designed to get you guys into my low ticket course. And that's why I make these YouTube videos, and that's why these YouTube videos are so valuable. So when you see a successful video editor that's making 3 to 5 times what you're making, lots of people will go, it must be his content, his videos must be really good. Lots of editors will look at my videos and go, these aren't that much better than mine, I could probably do better than this. But the reality is, I'm delivering results whilst you're focusing on effects. And if you can make that mindset shift and bring confidence into your product that you're delivering results and not just video edits, you're going to become so much more than just some video editor who's effectively just a tool to make cool videos. You're going to become a partner in their content, and you are going to be rewarded for it. You need to stop being an editor that people just hire, and you need to become the editor that they need to run their business and scale with YouTube. Because if you don't start to value your skill set beyond the timeline and outside of Premiere Pro, then no one else is going to. So here's the key takeaway. If you are a really skilled video editor, it's probably not your content, it's probably not your editing, it's probably your focus shifts. It's your business IQ, it's your positioning, it's your offer as a whole. You are trying to sell fancy edits, not outcomes. Now, if you are currently a video editor who is struggling to scale and is still making $100 to $200 a month, then I can help you with my education platform, The Editor Blueprint Premium, where I've helped tons of editors scale and generate more revenue within their first week of joining. Hansela, one of my best students, within 24 hours of joining, signed a 24 million subscriber channel. Now, I can't promise these results to you, but tons of my students are getting results every single day in the free and paid versions of my education. So if you are interested, then there is a link in the top of the description where you can sign up and register your interest. Boys, stop grinding in silence, position yourself correctly, and play the game. Boys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.